What's up guys, Philip here from Garage 88, and today I'm installing mirror risers on my 1290 Super Duke R. Just the fact that the mirrors are too low. When you are hard on the throttle, hard on the clutch, you tend to bump them with your knuckles, especially when you're wearing the reinforced gloves with the high knuckle protection. Yeah, so let's get to it. So just out of interest, the reason why I'm not using the factory risers from KTM that was installed, they've got reverse thread, and when I ordered the mirrors, the reverse thread bolts wasn't synced with the mirrors, so I couldn't use these. And to find these reverse thread bolts in South Africa is a bit of an exercise. Most companies want you to buy 100 at a time. I actually haven't found a supplier or someone that can sell these bolts to me, just two that I need. And I quite like the risers that I got here because they're a bit so they're curved, so they move the mirror out of the way, like I said. So if you wear your gloves, it's quite close, so you tend to knock the mirror, especially if you're a bit quick on the clutch. And this bike doesn't have a quick shifter, so unfortunately the Gen 1 does not like a quick shifter. The gearbox doesn't accommodate it, so too many gearbox issues, so I'm not planning to install one as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna get to this. Alright, so what I've noticed now is the bolts that they sent me and the bolts I have, the thread pitch is not the same, so I'm going to see what plan I can make here. Yeah, so I was a bit in a hurry now. Normally I inspect the stuff before I install it. Only to realize now that the bolts that they send me, apart from the pitch not being the same, the heads are too big, so they don't go into the mirrors that I bought. So I don't think I'll be able to do this install today. Let me just check if I've got a set of bolts. If not, I'll have to go and buy some. So I've made a plan with a smaller bolt but with a nut at the bottom. Might not look the best, but I will go and find the right bolts that will fit here. I'm just getting it tested now, and obviously see where my GoPro will go while I'm riding. So I just had to do a test fit for that, but surely I have to go and buy the correct bolts for that. So it's important to make sure you don't go further than your handlebars, because it can be a problem if you go between cars, because then your mirror will catch the other car's mirrors or whatever. So the angle might look a bit off. I will still see if I like it. This is just a test fitment. I still need to do thread lock and everything on this to make sure they don't adjust while you're riding, because my previous set of mirrors, heavy acceleration, they actually started getting loose. So we'll see what I do. We'll browse the internet and see if I can maybe make another plan. Okay, so I decided to set them with the bolts, and if you tuck on a high speed. You can still see behind me. My jacket the elbow of my jacket might be in the way. But from experience, you just drop your shoulder. You really want to look behind you, or if you're tucking under your elbow, over your shoulder. But then again, if you going speeds, you don't look behind you except if you want to change lanes. So the mirror is there. If I move backwards onto my seat, which will happen when I'm speeding up, I can see my mirrors, both sides. Like I said, if my elbow is in the way, I'll just drop my elbow or lift it up. Depends on my positioning on the bike at that stage. There's enough clearance here now, because what happened in the past, if you let off the throttle, you would knock it, or hard on the clutch. And I think it looks nice. Actually, you put them down. Actually, the mirror wings are now a bit more forward. They're not on the handlebar above your hands. So drop me a comment, tell me what you think, and then don't forget to like, subscribe, share the whole category of stuff you can do. Really appreciate it. Alright guys, that's Philip from Garage 88. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.